What's going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm here to give you a guide on Highland today. This is a very challenging map to play. I think a lot of players are struggling with this one, so I want to give you my keys to success on this map. I've been having a lot of success with Set. I basically only play Set on this map because I don't think there's really a god that is quite at the level of Set here. You could possibly play Isis as well. I have seen some players have some success with Loki and Odin, Zeus as well, but I think Set is kind of standing on the top of the tier list, so to speak, on this map. So without further ado, let's jump in to the build order. So first things first, we're going to be jumping our villagers onto wood here. Now, this is a tight build order, so you guys will have to practice this one. So first things first, whoop, that's not what we do there. First things first, we're actually going to be sending our villagers, our cows forward. This villager here is going to be going onto the aurochs. We're going to drop a vision in the center of the map. Our priest is going to come over here and get ourselves some aurochs. And we are off to the race. You can see how many different things we did there. Let's pause. Let's go over it one more time slowly. 2 villagers onto wood. Pharaoh villager forward to the center of the map. Cows coming forward to the center of the map. Priest looking for hunt to convert in the center of the map. Baboon of Set scouting. Villagers onto the aurochs. Once you get past that, you're going to have to practice that a couple of times to get that down. Once you get past that, it's smooth sailing for the rest of this build order, basically. So why are we sending these cows to the center here? Well, they want to be coming onto this this dock here so that our villagers can enjoy that. So we've gone 3 villagers on food, 2 villagers on wood. This villager here will be on food as well. Then we're going to go 3 onto the gold over here. All right, so we drop ourselves that mining camp. We get ourselves a house there. And now our pharaoh can come back home. And you do have to force drop food here. This is the hard part of this build order. But good thing is you can see the villager coming through over here or down here. And you can know exactly when to force drop and when not to. I'm actually going to also force drop here. And here. And here. Oops, we screwed up quite a bit there. All right, after that, we get ourselves some scouting action in. And we're just going to keep getting those fishing ships. We want to get 9 fishing ships in if we can. There we go. We get that villager. I'm going to build a house with this villager. And then over onto wood. You kind of want to come into the center fish a little bit earlier than your back fish, just in case your opponent's going to be trying to steal those away. And always just keeping an eye on your food and keeping an eye on your villagers to make sure you've got no idle time. This is a tough build order. You've really got to practice this one in, otherwise it's going to be a challenge. Alright, now the next part here is once we get to 2850 on this gold mine, we're going to be dropping ourselves a temple. 2850 comes in, we drop the temple. Make sure we pull another auroch into the center here. So that's there, and now we come behind ourselves for that. And the next part here as well is once we get to 2800, we can force drop again if we want. And that way we can build ourselves another dock here. Okay. Now once we get ourselves up to 9 fish, we're going to stop building those fishing ships. And we're going to be going up through Anubis most of the time here. Anubis is kind of the one you want most of the time. We're going to pre-queue pickaxe. Because we want that as soon as we possibly can. And we're going to be dropping ourselves a monument. And we're going to be going for a town center here, as well as another dock over on this position here. So all of our fishing ships are nice and protected from whatever our opponent wants to be throwing at us. Now we've also got ourselves Plague of Serpents here to defend if he wants to get aggressive. So we aren't really worried about all too much at the moment. And we're just going to be rushing up a town center as fast as we humanly can. You can see we're still getting some wood in. You can take these villages off of wood and put them over onto food if you want. But I'm more of a fan of just making sure, just in case my opponent puts some light pressure on, we can build a ship or something out. Just in case. Okay, we're going to drop ourselves an armory. Over to the town center we go. Probably could be converting more animals here, but I'm being lazy for the build order guide. We're going to put 2 more villages onto gold at the moment. This guy can come back over onto that, to those cows if he wants to. So we're going to go up to 5 onto gold and then over onto food for the rest of everything, basically. And our aim here is roughly a, I don't know, a 730, 745 heroic age. So once we get 5 there, onto the food over here, keeping an eye on it. So maybe we drag in the next Orok under our town center. Now we get the town center up here. Drag the Orok back home. And we should be able to get ourselves a very, very healthy amount. Now, obviously, we might have to use Plague of Serpents here. It's very, very rare for your opponent to be able to push through that Plague of Serpents and actually kill off your fishing ships. So you basically have them no matter what, is my kind of guess on the matter. So I don't think... I haven't had any problems having those fishing ships out. So, yeah, no real problems there. As you can see, we're going to pre-queue up Nephthys. You can go through Sekhmet here as well. It's not a terrible idea, especially if you want to go in with some barracks units and making some slingers. Maybe even going Tar if you are going to be going that angle there and sacking the water is another option. Not a terrible way to play. And you can see we're basically here. If I did this maybe a little bit more clean, maybe we should have gone 6 villages on gold. We would have had ourselves all of the gold to advance for a 730 basically. There we go. Up we go to the next age. And now we have to just shuffle our economy a little bit. There's not a great gold mine nearby, is there? Nonetheless, these villages can stay on food. We can move our Pharaoh over here. We can pre-queue that upgrade there. We can get this upgrade over here. And I mean, at this point, you have to ask yourself the question, what is my opponent doing? What can I get away with? Can we go to the Mythic Age right now? Or do we have to fight something with an army at the moment? So this is where the build order is going to stop. If you want to go straight to the Mythic Age, it's very, very simple. Put a Migdol down onto your gold mine in the center of the map or something to make sure that's protected. Keep getting food. You get a whole bunch of food out of here. You got the food in your main base. You've also got some cows you can move over here, some deers over here as well. So no problems there. And your food is just going to keep coming up. Make sure you get this upgrade out of your dock here as well, per scene. And you're going to be in for a good game. You also get the Leviathan through to defend. And in all honesty, if you feel like your opponent is committing too heavily onto water, just give it to him. It doesn't matter. In the slightest, in my opinion, when you go for 2 town centers like this, you're going to be completely fine. Anyways, that's the build order.